my channel on Twitch, along on lichess.org. International Chess Master, barely, William Paschall, aka Slaggy. We're here with Ponda, our mascot, and as usual, bringing you a Sunday simul. Missed last week due to a tournament. Tournament is over. We're back to the regular schedule, and we're playing 25 players here. I've got the simul in the window, simul set up in the window, ready to go. Host new simul. Nice shave. The beard was looking pretty gross, but I didn't really have any extra time while I was playing in the tournament. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. We're looking younger. Raccoons have a certain color. Do you have raccoons? Do you have raccoons in the UK? Did we get them? Did they come over on ships? I thought they were a North American animal, actually. Interestingly enough. Okay, guys. Yeah, North American animal. I'm a North American animal too. Transplanted in Hungary, guys. We're starting the simul here in just a few minutes on the 45. By the 45, usually we're starting at 6:30. Simul launching by 45. The simul lasts up to 3 hours, guys. 25 player simul lasting up to 3 hours. Please follow on Twitch, and you can watch the replays and stuff on my YouTube channel as well. We've got the links in there. 20 plus 40. I believe that was the last hand control we used, Mr. Someone on Sound. Got to keep you guys on your toes. 20 plus 40, that's exactly what we did last time. You played in the last one, probably you just didn't even pay attention. I mean, not the last one, but I think you did. You did play in the last one. In the last time when you played, I'm pretty sure it was already 20 plus 40. That seemed to work pretty well, for me at least. Okay, guys, we're going to host a new simul. I encourage our subscribers to play. I encourage you guys to subscribe. Don't forget, we're going to be streaming regularly. Don't be shy to subscribe. I need your help to keep this going, a little bit of support. I'm not expecting to get rich by being a chess streamer, but I do appreciate pitching in and subscribing and some donations here and there to help keep it going. Every little bit helps. Merle Dixon, Asterbait, you guys are always here. I've been very appreciative. Okay, what other subscribers do we have? Launch Papa, Save a Dog, thank you guys for joining me. Someone on Sound, been very supportive of the simuls in particular. And we've got Arsenal. And Imre. And Stuk. I haven't seen Stuk. It's been around in a while. Or I haven't seen you. I haven't been around. Well, apparently, Mr. Coffee, I'm now selling my ELO points for $15 a piece. That's what it works out to. That was my joke at the Hungarian Chess Federation. All right. If I could sell maybe 100, I could make some decent money off my ELO. Then just go back and grind some more and get them back. You know? If only it was easy to get them back after I sell them. So, our subscribers in the house, no other subscribers. We'll start taking players who are friends of the stream, regulars who are not subscribers. Negro Modelo, Meritus Soccer, Thai Move. We played Leo before. But the fact that I didn't do a simul last week, I'm afraid people are going to forget who I was. Arsenal, that reminds me of the time that my friend played in a Serbian Blitz tournament back in the early 90s. And they just, like... Sorry, guys. They just took whatever... I told the story before. I don't know how many of you heard me. They just, like, at the end of the Blitz tournament, took whatever they could find out of the closet and handed out as, like, prizes. There was, like, a broom. Like, like, the first prize is, like, your choice. You got first choice. A broom. And, like, some kind of cleanser. I mean, it was like a brush, a broom, and some cleanser, something like that. But it's good to have first crack at the prize. Winner takes first. A lot of new names here I haven't seen before. I do want to caution everyone who's interested in playing in the simul that I really don't appreciate when people like join the simul, play a couple moves, and then quit. You will be blacklisted for the rest of your life and never be able to show your face here again. If you have to go, if there's a really legitimate, problem in your middle of the simul, just ask me. Maybe we can agree to a draw or something, or you can just resign. But I don't like it when people just walk out on the simul. So that's why I'm hesitant to take new players especially ones who are like unrated. Antonio, good to see you. Glad you could make it. We got 13 accepted, 12 to go. You should do that in your tournaments. Yeah, it's like when you're in elementary school, and I don't remember. I remember sometimes in like third grade we had like a prize for some sort of like flashcard math contest. We did like a little game in the classroom, and the teacher would like desperately look for some sort of prize to give away. Kind of like that. All right. Uber driver. You're late. Alms is here. Wow. Alms was here. Another subscriber, also high-rated player. I don't really want to see anyone like higher than 2,300. There's definitely a 2,400 rule in effect. There was somebody here 2,400. That's not happening. I do not play people over 2,400 in the simul. Even 2,300 is kind of pushing it. Kind of. All right, we've got 15 players. Here's the player Rice. That's kind of like the letters that you use in the Wheel of Fortune or something. Isn't it? Maybe he likes Wheel of Fortune. Those automatic letters that that people pick in Wheel of Fortune. You wouldn't know unless you watched American TV. Okay, Yaron is here, our first moderator. Just because he's Dutch doesn't mean he plays the Dutch. But he does. What else we got? Any other subscribers before we get started here? I want to get started within the next 5 or 6 minutes. Subscribers showing up late. Your mom's pawn. That sounds familiar. All right, Bauhaus. Because I like the band. I'm just going to randomly pick names who are... Because I like Wheel of Fortune. Chess Passionist. Yikes, that's pretty strong. Let's pick some lower rated players. Van Logike. Van Logike. Alright. So we need some low rated players. Too many strong players. Look at this. 19, 21, 22, 2000, 2000, 1888. It's like the lowest rated player. There's a few low rated players, but it's pretty brutal. I'm definitely going to add a couple low rated players here. Alright. You're going to open a beer for this game. I've got my beer. Got my beer here. Staropramen, which I always thought was Slovakian, but I think it's actually Czech, which is weird. For some reason I was convinced it was Slovakian beer. But then when you read it, it says something about brewed in Czech tradition or something. I don't know. So, anyways, whatever. I'm just subscribed. 12 months. It just got darker in here. The shadows with my light play funny tricks. You guys don't see it. Wow, first stream birthday for you. Nice, you're exactly a month after me. Easy to remember. Okay, guys. Appreciate it, Oms. I appreciate you guys supporting the stream. If you can donate some bits. Streamlabs donation, if you click on the Panda GIF on the page. Alright, we need 6 more players. I'm going to aim for the lower rated guys and girls. Adberg. He's playing. Busy. Dan 17 is like giving mate with knight and bishop or something. What? Is he like practice? Everybody's playing. That's challenging me. It's weird. Cruz could be good, actually. 70-75, but 19-19. Can we get some lower rated players here? There's a 2300. I need lower rated players to kind of balance this thing out. Lopsided Lion is 21-65 and Bullet. Come on, guys. Give me some lower rated players. Here's a 1600. 17, whatever. Alright. That's 20 players. 1500 in Blitz. Alright. Clever King Crash. 1500 in Bullet. We'll try these guys. Anyone else is a subscriber? Before we get started, Dan 17. He's doing mate with Bishop and Knight. Masalinsky, he's playing. Math Magicality. I've never played you before. Alright, we'll try it. Keen Queen. That's pretty strong. I already have too many 2000 players in the simul, honestly, guys. We've got a lot of strong players in the field already with the regulars. So I don't want to overwhelm myself. It's like brutal. Alright, Trophy Dropper. Just provisional. I'm not taking provisional players because people have a tendency to drop out. He'll be a tournament dropper. Not a trophy dropper. Alaba, we played before. Alright, that's 24. What's this? Chachko. It's another strong player. Alright, we'll risk it. So that's 25. Ready to start. Last call for subscribers. Anybody else? I should have paid attention to the chat, guys, but it's kind of I don't think it's laid out properly, and it's like blurred into the players. So I can't read it properly. Alright, Trophy Dropper. Sorry we didn't pick you, but I was afraid you'd drop. Okay, guys, let's get started. 25 players. Ready to start. The Bishop and Knight guy? Yeah, well, it looks like he's practicing his Bishop and Knight. I mean, it could just be a coincidence. You know, it seems like, what are the chances of that? That he just happens to have a Bishop and Knight mate as we featured his game on the stream there. What are the chances? He's probably somehow... He was playing an actual game, though, wasn't he? I didn't really pay attention. Alright. A little bit of focus. We need a little bit of focus here. Acerbate. Mr. Coffee said, what? I think the Bishop and Knight mate is kind of rating agnostic. Either you know it or you don't. Either you know it or you don't at any rating level. If you don't know how to mate with Bishop and Knight, like, I don't think you can cross the 2000 barrier. You should be like banned from crossing over 2000. Good luck to everyone. Good luck. My first simul in 2 weeks. Arsenal. I should play Knight F3 against him just to piss him off. Try something different against Arsenal. Alright. We gotta get something going against Knight F3. It's so tough. Last time I did remember my last simul 2 weeks ago? I was doing anonymous, or, you know, I had it on Zen mode during the beginning of the game, so we didn't know who was who, which was kind of fun. I'd like to do Maybe next time we'll try to do that for like a longer period of, say, the first, I don't know, 30 minutes of the simul. Somewhat difficult to play against. A little bit of everything. I've got G3, B3, E4, D4, Knight F3, C4. That's where I pretty much draw the line. I don't really like to play B3 very often. I don't think it's a great move. But it's not that bad. I've had a personal bad score with it. I remember losing 2 particularly bad games with B3. I never played it as much as the other reasonable opening moves, so I probably do worse with it for that reason. I'm trying to learn to play C4 E5 again. What I used to play years ago, but I kind of started playing the symmetrical English with black, which is difficult. Symmetrical English is rather dry. Save a dog playing E4 now. It's like a new player. He came from C4 land to play E4. Mr. Draw himself. How can we beat Merle? Oms is here. Guys, we will have the Blitz tournament on Tuesday. I don't remember who won the last one. Now that I think about it, was it me? Or was it Oms? I almost played 2 times in this tournament. I almost talked myself into playing the Nimzovich defense. Then I talked myself out of it. I think I was really going to play it in the last round if my opponent had played E4 against me. I was thinking about trying to win. Always a good thing, thinking about trying to win. Usually a good idea. It worked out, it's funny, in my tournament that if I had won my last round game, I still would have been If I had won my last round game, I still would have been in 4th place. It's kind of messed up, you know. If I won my last round game, I still would have been 4th place, but if I lost my last round game, I would have gotten like 10th place. And if I drew my last round game, I would have got 4th place anyway. So it ended up like being the right decision to draw in a way, because I couldn't have gained anything except for risking rating points or gaining rating points. It was weird. It seems unfair that I still would have been 4th place. Just the luck of the draw. You'd play against Evans Gambit today with the board. Not very popular, the Evans Gambit. I feel like it's been kind of... Okay, it's like a trend thing. It hasn't been like adopted by a strong player, I guess, a lot. It became popular when Kasparov played it. We've had this... I played Knight F3? Really? I did that? Yeah, but I mean, it's too long ago. No one even knows who Kasparov is anymore. So, time move with the Slav, yeah. Can't deal with the Slav anymore. Boring. Play Queen's Indian. Notch Papa's probably expecting me to play the Blumenfeld, because I played that numerous times lately. It's not good to be too predictable. Bishop C5 line? What? What? Say what? You played what? Bishop c5 is classical. What is that, like 18th century? If you consider the 18th century classical. Oh my gosh. Roy Lopez probably analyzed it. We were looking at... What were we looking at? Bishop? I don't remember now. Mir Tsekar's playing the Rachmaninoff variation. When faced with this in the recent World Rapid Championship, Carlsen declined to play e4 against Rachmaninoff himself, the expert. It's not very good for white, but I don't know. The guy plays it, continues to play it. I've tried it a few times myself, but I don't get anything special. I sold 5 rating points for $75. Well, in Hungarian forints, basically. I think it would be worth it if I could sell like 100 rating points at that price. You know, then it would really start to add up. I finished a half point below my expected score, so we could transpose to the Albin. My gosh. Alright, I guess I should hang on to this pawn. That's what it amounted to, just selling my rating points for $15 a piece. What did I say? Did I say 15? Okay. You know, the price isn't that bad. But if I can sell 100 for $1,500, I mean, that's starting to get to a considerable amount of funds. You'll have to look it up on the dark web. Yeah, you can regenerate them like arms. The problem is I can't acerbate not so easily. $10,500 to get an FM title from 1600. I think they would figure it out if I donated that many rating points. Oh man, Sound on Sound is really gone over the edge now. I mean, I didn't really sum my rating points, but it's what effectively happened, you know. Can I regenerate them? I'm having trouble generating them at all, but I think I need to play in proper tournaments. This was too weak, too many. It was like a rating poverty in my tournament. Too many like people who are underrated. I had this game with this little Indian kid in Zakharosh. Was it this position? No, something had to be different. I don't think I would feel bad about playing d5 here. I did like d takes c5. It was a different position, I guess. Yeah, I think this is one of the more interesting ways to play against knight f3. Well, I wouldn't think like the title players would have low fides, Coach A, but more like the amateurs would have low fides in the U.S. But there's some probably. Not the regular, stronger title players, though. They definitely have caught up. But if you go somewhere like India, it's even worse. I mean, when they come here, these Indian players, there's a lot of them. There's one going to play in the IM tournament I'm playing in. I just can't wait. Like, in February, I'm playing in an IM tournament. There's an Indian player with a 2,000 ELO. I'd be willing to bet right now that the player plays like 2,200 level. You have to find an Indian player to explain why that is, that like everybody in their country is underrated. Well, I mean, you guys got to imagine that to become an IM, you have to just eke out 2,400 max rating, most cases. And when people get old, they're going to drop down probably a couple hundred points. So I just don't think that, IMs probably shouldn't drop below like 2,200. They could also install floors. I mean, I don't know. The U.S. Chess Federation has had rating floors in place for a long time. FIDE doesn't have rating floors. I don't know if it would be a good idea, maybe. What happens here when you do knight takes e4, bishop f7, king f7? What's the deal with that? Not really sure. Mr. Coffee, how do you feel about the rating floors? I mean, one of the reasons why the rating floors were used, I think, in U.S. tournaments was to prevent people from intentionally sandbagging their ratings. I don't know if it's as much of a problem as it is. Maybe the problem isn't as bad with FIDE ratings. But yeah, I mean, like in my tournament, a couple of blatantly underrated players. But the IM friend of mine who's 2,080, he got like that because he like kept playing like dozens of players who were underrated himself. It's like he caught a disease from another player. If you play enough people who are underrated, you're going to become underrated yourself, and it's like it infects you. I think the U.S. Chess Federation did suffer from inflation. FIDE not. It keeps older people who would normally not play to keep rating points from playing. Not quite sure if I followed that. Mr. Coffee, are you saying it's encouraging older players to play? Is that what you mean? Right. That's what I thought. Yeah, I think that does cause inflation. But in some cases, it might be good. Interesting move from Uber driver, E3. I have definitely not faced this. Why not? It's just a reverse French. Nothing wrong with a reverse French. But all in all, I played one horrible game, and that was like 200 cent upon loss. Other than that, my games were reasonable. A couple quick draws. I played 7 complete games, 2 quick draws. I didn't really want to have quick draws, but I was sort of guilted into it in one case, and the other case I just chickened out because there wasn't enough reason to risk in the last round. As I said, it would have ended up finishing 4th even if I won my last round game. It's really weird. Alright, so what do we do here? I played this. You're not supposed to play that, by the way, Arsenal fan. You're supposed to play knight a5 there. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Arsenal fan missed the point. Well, you saw that game, but saw the game. It was like the guy played really fast and badly in the opening, and immediately the minute that I was like overconfident, I blundered like horribly my advantage away. And this is very dangerous territory psychologically. If you know you're like clearly better, almost winning, and the next moment it's like gone, it's very hard to find your equilibrium mentally. I was like devastated, you know. I'm sitting there realizing that I have no advantage at all anymore. And I might even be microscopically worse, you know. And that's when I made like the horrible blunder. But it was like my opponent was a genius, you know. He played like a genius. Except like every 5th or 6th move, he would insert one bad move. It's like a computer with some sort of malfunction. Just enough to keep me alive. Even that guy was like 2130, but he was 23. In his peak, he was like over 2300. If you took the average rating of all these people who were like lower rated that I drew, averaged it out, it was crazy. I think the average was like 2300 something. I mean, let's see. My peak rating was 2463 on paper, even though it was like probably a couple points higher. And my rating now is like 2339, so I think I'm 125 rating points below my peak. I mean, is that the case with most people who are elders? I've just been inactive during periods. I'm not that old to be like having my rating go down. But to go down like 125 points, I mean, I could see when I get really old, I could lose another 125. Okay, so let's say. But I couldn't really see myself going under 2200 unless I'm like ancient. I'd have to try to go under 2200. Like I really, like literally would have to try. Yeah, Bisgeier was down to 2200 floor, maybe at the end. I don't know, but he wasn't on his floor near the end. I remember playing him in like 2005, and he was like 2300 something. I beat him in Foxwoods. It was around 2005. My last Foxwoods. I flew back home to play in that tournament, and I played Bisgeier and beat him. But he was still in the 2300s. But Bisgeier, you know, he wasn't like the strongest GM in the world in the first place. In his very, very prime, he was pretty good. But he never had like a really high rating. When I first played him in like I feel like I've had this game with Time Move already, by the way. I first played Arthur in It was probably like 1991. He was 2400 something. And in like 2005, he was 2300 something. I mean, you know, that seems like pretty normal. Feingold. Feingold I played in the US Championship, and I played him in the World Open once. Both games were drawn. But to be fair, I was white in both games. The one I was like clearly better and gave him a draw. For personal reasons. He probably thought it was out of like fear and respect or something. I had to meet someone. Fear and loathing in Las Vegas. I'm still not that old, but I mean, I basically haven't played a tournament in 2 years, I think. My ratings sort of dropped 50 points when I became very inactive. When I stopped playing regularly, I think that cost about 50 rating points. All right, what are we going to do here? I think I played my best, by the way, when I played the most. It's kind of logical. The more I played, the better I played, in general. What am I doing here? Mirta Sakura is the player who plays the really strange games. Every time I play this player, it's a very bizarre sort of game. Do feel a little overextended. Oh, he's the former Arsenal Gunners captain. Okay. I wondered why the name was so familiar. There was a time I was unbeatable, says Asterbate. Previous life, Asterbate was a grandmaster. We just don't know which one yet. We're conducting scientific research. Well, no, like at Coach A, like at Foxwoods, that was the problem. Like the last time I went, well, maybe it was the tournament where I beat Bisgeyer. Maybe there was... You know, it's possible I'm confusing them. Maybe I didn't beat Bart Bisgeyer in the last one. It might have been an older one. Maybe I'm lying when I say it was 2300 in 2005. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not enough time to play 2 games. I don't think that's really a good idea. It's like Gingy used to play like cards and backgammon all night and play in the World Open at the same time. I don't think it's good for your game, you know, to focus on... Actually, in general, it's probably not good. I'm doing a simul here, guys. Someone that's saying you're not seriously playing this opening, are you? Now? I'm scared. He's been hanging out with Merle. No, it was Merle. Or was it? No, it was Uber Driver who was playing this, not Merle. I get them confused with each other. Oh man, I can't believe this. It's a brother of the Albin. Is this a real opening? Are you serious? Like, how do I defend that pawn on e5? I guess it's not so easily done. I can't believe it, man. It's like a weird Albin. Can have your stinking pawn. What did I do wrong here? You say Feyerowitz? Is that how it's supposed to be said? The old Indian. Uber Driver's got me almost playing the old Indian. God help us. I have some respect for the old Indian, but it's very, very stodgy to play that. If g6, we have a King's Indian sort of business. Not sure, though. I kind of like my bishop here. Play it. Alright, guys, taking too much time. Wheel of Fortune. What are the optimal letters? Overextension. $500 for household goods. I want to know the best letters in the Wheel of Fortune. Rice. R-A-J. L-I. Isn't it like close to that? I can't remember. What do we decide about this position? Bishop g4 is Roman. Unsound. Roman line. It's Ristlin and E. Okay. Mr. Coffee's been known to watch some TV while sipping coffee. So check out someone on Saturday. It wasn't enough to play like Queen e7 and try to win my pawn. He's going to go full on gambit style. Vanna's the host now, right? I mean, that's enough reason to watch. I mean, there was something about Pat Sajak in the news in the last year or two, wasn't there? Was he sick or involved in some sort of sex scandal? Chuchko can actually play knight takes e5. Sorry, knight takes e6 and e5 now? This looks familiar. What am I doing? I'm playing the Sozin. We're getting old, Mr. Coffee. Bauhaus ended up with the same position as Uber Driver, except I'm playing the King's Indian against Bauhaus, and against Uber Driver I'm playing the old Indian. It's kind of funny. No, seriously, how old is Vanna White now? She can't be 80. Come on. He's probably close to 80 now. She had to be younger. Maybe not a lot. Can I buy a vowel? If Mr. Coffee continues down that road, we might have to time him out or something. Me too. Be coming from my moderator. All right. Good thing we have Yaron here as a backup. He's less controversial. God, but it's not spelled Lani with a double N. Is it Esser? Wasn't it like Loni? I'm an expert on 70 sitcom name spellings. So I can take and play b4, b5? Is that what we're supposed to do here? Oh no. I was afraid I would face this sooner or later in one of my tournament games. It's a great way to force the stupid checkover variation. They're both Lani? Seriously? Lani and Lani? With the same name? Brother and sister? Is that a thing? Is that legal? It's like, it shouldn't be allowed. Alright, c3. I was looking at this similar position with the bishop back on f8 recently with move 11, but this is different. This is different. I can't play knight f6 now. I think Van Logijk just mouse slipped or something, knight f6 there. Logique. Chochko. Hungarian chocho is table football. Chochko. Okay, what are we gonna do? Get out of here. Arsenal with bishop a6. I'd honestly like to get your light square bishop. I wouldn't mind. It's an interesting position, dude. Symmetrical bishops. Why am I so hungry? You like your position now? Welcome guys to the stream. Thank you for donations and subscribing. We're going to be back tomorrow. Regular scheduled this week. Regularly scheduled program. Well, we're just winning here. Let's not overthink it. You like your position now? My queen is paralyzed or what? My goodness. All right, so let's presume I play a3. Maybe knight takes d7. No, surely not. Surely you joke. The unprovoked exchange on c3 seems a bit odd. Why don't I just retreat? I'm gonna have to move my queen anyway. At a later stage. Morales doesn't have his usual sort of like dynamic game going on. Yeah, he'd like to switch places with someone on sound right now. I bet. Much more your style. I like this against Notch Papa, actually. Just kidding. Reminds me of a bishop e5 check Sicilian. Well, here we go with the mind reading. Queen f6 now. I'll sack my queen for bishop, rook, and pawn. You're kind of a sick puppy, someone on sound. Sick chess puppy. To play such I don't know what we call it. BG5, wow. Hold on a minute here, really? I don't think anyone saw a fight last night. It seems like kind of getting shortchanged. Or at least Conor McGregor has more money now than he had before. That'll pay some of his legal expenses for his next misbehavior. The next time he just randomly beats someone up and gets sued for like millions of dollars, he'll have money to pay off his lawyers. It's all about paying the lawyers, Coach Ah. Lawyers must get paid. It's going to take some steep legal fees to get him off the hook of whatever he does next. Make sure we're ready for it. Now, wait a minute here. IVYM just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Awesome. Thank you, my friends. So I'm a little concerned about c5 coming my way. But it's really a weird position. I could also opt for knight to c6. But he just castles out of it. Knight c6 actually d5 is complicated. I could just take that though. What are we gonna do? Time's running out. Alright, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna let him play c5. Clever king, very strange move there, a5. He's got a dangerous majority in that case. Bauhaus is offering to sacrifice a pawn now. Pawn takes pawn, knight takes pawn, knight takes e4, knight takes e4, bishop takes d4, but it might be a reasonable pawn sack. You know, I can't remember facing queen c2, strangely, back in the day. Probably he should play d5. Wait a minute. Oh, this is where he played e4 here. Oh, that's weird, yeah. So take. Bishop g5 is illegal. What are we talking about? Alright. Never mind. So Savadog plays the classical English. I mean Sicilian, whatever. Whatever. You know what I mean. Classical dragon. I'm talking too much. Oh my god. Wow, that's a new one. Totally new idea. Stonewall Dutch. Playing the Fianchetto Benoni, which I have very little love for. And Alms took on c4 here. Normally, like, considered to be like kind of second tier decision. But it's probably not that bad. I could take with the b pawn or the knight. Knight's a little bit less risky, let's say. Queen c4. Okay, fine. Endgame. Bishop. Mr. Bishop. Marlon Brando. All right. Mutiny on the Bounty. I mean, I wasn't trying to talk like Marlon Brando. Just I thought of Marlon Brando. E5. Interesting. Interesting. The bishop d2 from Uber Driver. Kind of a weird move. I feel like I'm playing the exchange Spanish over there. What's up with knight c4 against Chushko? He can go back to c1 with impunity. He has constitutional impunity. Marlon, the only other Marlon that you've heard of. Like most people. That's completely normal. It'll wear off eventually. d5 anyway. Got the serious echo going on. Wow. It's like a Blumenfeld. What do you call this, actually? A free pawn. Some people would call it a free pawn. I don't know, is it free? If it's free, it's for me. Knight takes b5, queen a5 check, bishop d2. That doesn't make sense. Knight takes b5, queen a5 check, knight c3. Knight takes e5, he's got it. So I have to take this first, which is a concession. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. He's after my pawn. Please donate for my future hip replacement surgery in 15 years. It's funny, I know this, like, 60-year-old I am, who's not, like, sick or that old, really. He's not, like, handicapped or anything. And he was telling me how he is writing an article for New in Chess opening article. And one of the games he played against Abdul Malik, who's like the highest rated girl in the world. And he was playing her in the Budapest Spring Open, and like it was getting relayed on like Chess Bomb or one of these chess sites. Or maybe it was just, yeah, it had to be on like the Chess Bomb or something like that, where people have like a forum and they're commentating. And then they were commenting like, beat the old guy or something like that, you know. Some kibitzers were like, play fast against the old man. He's like, I don't walk with a stick or anything like that. Future hip replacement. And 1/10 of a rating point. Yeah, I haven't even been following, sadly, I haven't been following Weekend Zay, but I want to. Anand will be playing Weekend Zay like after I'm long dead. 40 years from now, Anand will still be playing in Weekend Zay. Speaking of hip replacement surgeries, he'll still be trying to qualify for the World Championship. We ended up in a mainline Benoni there, which Fianchetto, and I don't know it at all. In all honesty, I never ever liked the Fianchetto Benoni for white. It takes a special breed of player to play that stuff. Probably I should be developing my pieces here. What about e5, though? Mr. Coffee, thank you, sir, for the donations. Wait. Yeah, Kramnik is younger. Kramnik is younger. Ananda's like 50. Kramnik is late 40s. Kramnik's probably like 48. Maybe even less. I'm not sure. Alright, we'll all play Rook B8, whatever. I'm having hallucinations. But Chochko just played the very dubious looking Queen D2. Here, yeah, Whoops. You guys just had a momentary glimpse of my correspondence games, my active correspondence games. Mr. Coffee's being bad again? Misbehaving. Childish. Moderator. I feel stupid for not playing B takes C against Alms, because that's really the better move. Oh boy, this is theory. Rook e1 here? Really? Wait a minute. Yeah. Something strange about this position. Yeah, I don't think I'm really sure what I'm doing. I'm tempted to do something stupid. Let's not. So c3 from Stook. Yeah, that doesn't look very dangerous. I wish I knew what I was doing in the old Indian. Wow, dude. Bishop e1. I don't know what to say about that. You can't say anything good, right? Knight g4 is problematic. But it's still like, what does it do? He'll play knight f, bishop f2. I can't even say the proper piece names. All right, so I'm up a piece here, but this is where I start getting crazy and confused. Crazily confused. It's when it starts happening. Totally random situation. The greatest exchange queens. Sorry, whatever. I can't speak properly, guys. Whatever opening that is. I think I was trying to say exchange Will Paschall, but it came out wrong. Man, this is just really bizarre. Karpov? What is he, like 60? He can't be more than like 65, man. How old is Karpov? Is he like 65? He's not that old. He stopped the knight g4 trick. We do an exchange sack anyway? No. I should have played this better. Well, I guess I should have played knight g4 when I had the chance. That will prove my undoing here. Karpov Fischer ever played? No. I doubt like Spassky ever beat Karpov. Probably not very good. A lot of draws and some losses. All right. Beer mustache. This is a lame move. I mean mine, not yours. Alright, guys. I'm running out of time, and so are you, fortunately. Yeah, I mean, Karpov, yeah, he was similar to Petrosian. He almost never lost, dude. I mean, seriously, that's true. Very true, my friends. My friends. Great player. One of my favorites of all time. Can I castle now? Imre. You wouldn't castle queenside, would you? You wouldn't consider such a thing. I don't want you going anywhere. Like, over there. Don't even think about castling queenside. It was so stupid to take with the knight on c4 here. Whatever. It's done. Done and done. It's going to be nothing but boring after that. Now I was thinking of taking here on c4. Gotta take it. I mean, that was the whole point, I think. Masturbate, bishop e2. Bishop d8. Everyone saw it in the room except for you. I can't even get his bishop now. Oh man, that's insane. He's playing bishop f2. Wait, I was going to play e5, but that's looking kind of dubious still. Damn it. That is a good move. Here we go. Artisanal. The artisanal man. The Omega man. Bishop h4. An unusual retreat. Man, I don't know this at all. I've never played this. I don't really like it that much, I have to say. I'm not happy to see bishop h4. What am I supposed to do after that? Just everything is a concession. Everything is a concession. Everything is awesome. Yeah. Now we can do it. Mainline, Fianchetto Benoni. I know nothing. I hate the Fianchetto Benoni. Yeah, the Lego movie. I never actually think I could watch that. Damn it. This isn't gonna work. We're gonna have to be very, very quiet. If I don't trade queens, that's not a problem. Man, it's like, be very careful here. The Uber driver has landed. We cannot protect that key point enough to play e4. How about taking on d4? We play g6 and worry about it later. Bauhaus, I mean, I think you gotta try taking and playing bishop g5. And it's a little bit weird. I'm not sure, but I don't trust it for myself there. I was having some strange hallucinations. Starting to hallucinate. B1. I've already played knight a5 once in this game. But the point is e5. Can I do it now? The Merle, almost impossible to beat him. Well, what do you want to do? Queen e2. How do you like your pawn overprotected? Give me that. Give me that. Get over here. Whoa, did I drop a piece? Now we're talking. Now we're talking d5, maybe? Probably b5. Fun for the whole family. Wait a minute now. I was going to take on d4. Not sure what to do. Alright guys, I'm not going to be able to chat too much any longer. No more chatting. Not feeling very chatty. No, seriously. We've got to concentrate. I don't know why I'm so hungry. I had a fairly big early dinner, late lunch. I feel like I'm starving. What is going on? Knight takes d5. Dragon do resign on second move. Nice. You can see the future. And it wasn't pretty. I see disappearing f-pawns. He'll pin me there. It's the only way not to win it. Don't be stupid. All right. Yes. Yes. I like this. Now that's a good time to play knight b6. Acerbate. I like my opponent's extra passive. Why did you play bishop e2? Because your bishop was attacked. You could have gone to b5, but you chose e2. I see dead f-pods. And the C file. But I get it. If I play 92, he has some d4. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. So I have to go and lose millions of tempi here. Oh, man. Leo's going to torture me now. It's not check. You said it was check. Damn it. Damn it. I talked him out of castling queenside. And just wanted to be careful about that. Just so we're clear. You're not going to castle queenside. We're on the same page. The problem is I don't really know what to do. I just realized. We'll wait and see what happens. Oh, no way. Man, I brutally mated this guy, this coffee house player, 2 days ago in the chess tournament. He didn't see a rook sack for mate in 2. He was just unbelievable. Unbelievable, right in his face. It was a beautiful thing. Nothing more satisfying than crunching the pawn. I made a crunching sound when I took it off. What is that big piece next to my king? All right, take. I guess we have to take. Not a lot of choices here? Yes, there's always a choice, girls and boys. Hey, girls and boys, welcome to Chess Town. Oh, I forgot. My YouTube channel is not for children. Not intended for children. Oh, this isn't YouTube. Okay. Anyway. Always make crunching sounds when you shear off the pawn forcing mate against the disrespectful coffee house player. I had a number of players like that in this tournament too, who moved very, very fast. And I realized that the reason why they don't respect me is the fact that they never play any good players. You know, they simply don't play good players. So why would they have any respect for anybody, you know? It's a simple, like, psychological fact. If you never play anyone good, you can't have any fear because, you know, it's like there's no predators in your environment. You know? That's why they play like they do. It's not a matter of, like, being disrespectful to me personally. They don't respect anyone because they never play any good players, dude. That's the point. Dude, it's a style of play. It's like you play 30 moves in a slow game in 5 minutes. He literally, like, the guy literally played, like, the first 30 moves in 5 minutes. It's like, wow, you know, like, super fast. But I realized it wasn't on purpose or anything. You know, that's what happens though. If you literally never play a good player, you're not going to have any sense of danger or respect for your opponents. These guys that were playing too fast were strictly playing in weak amateur tournaments where nobody was rated like over 2,200. And, you know, you're a product of your environment. But it was hard for me because I was rushed and I didn't have time to find the best move a lot of the time. One of them caused me to blunder and allow like threefold repetition. Actually, I had a lost position. Why don't we just do knight a4? Give me that. All right. I think we're going to have to run away and hide here pretty soon. Not a lot of options at this point. Everyone is better than the likes of me. It has to be bad attitude. Wow, Summon and Sound thought for 8 hours. Then he played the ultimate coffee house advance, h5. I mean, he knows that he could have played bishop e1. Do I sack my queen, or do I allow like a repetition of position if he plays bishop e1? That was the key question. The $1 million question that we're all wondering. What draw? I sack my queen for knight, bishop, and pawn. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what I would do. It's probably playable to sack the queen, though, in that situation. Here's a good question. Good or bad bishop? I don't know. Bishops. I love bishops. Get t-shirts made up. Maybe the Pope would start tweeting it or something. If we got... He'll mistakenly think we're the Los Angeles Raiders. Or what was it? Not the Los Angeles Raiders. What was it? I'm crazy. The Pope tweeted his support of some sports team. Now I can't remember what it was. The Angels. I love bishops. Seems to be the theme today. I'm going for bishops. I like this position. It's rare I get a position I like against Merle, and I don't play the advanced French. Braunstein. Man, this is weird. A4 doesn't seem like logical. Like logical. No. All right. Whatever. Let's move. Time to move. Faster. Time to move faster. Oof. Bishop c5. Had a similar game recently. It's like a variation of that. Weird. Ugh, I don't know. This is a debatable move. Whatever. Dark squared Doug. Dougie dark squares. Maybe bishop a6. Maybe one move threat must be stopped. I don't understand New Orleans Saints. Thank you for letting. Thank you. I'm surprised it wasn't Uber driver. Masturbate, got it. It was New Orleans Saints. It makes no sense it would be the Los Angeles Angels, of course, in the middle of the winter. Thank you for figuring that out, though. You know what, dude? That H-pawn thing is a little bit annoying. I wonder about that. Yeah, but why not bishop b2 first? Why do it now? So Stook like playing the white side of the Spanish all of a sudden. And he's making it work. No. Can't believe you can get away with this. This is an interesting game. I was preparing b5. I'm still prepared. He's trying to play knight e4. Care about knight e4. Oh, he's going to be on my a pawn. That's all right. Whoa. Oh my god. Knight takes e4. Well, better not give him anything. That was the move that ruined my position in my one game where I almost lost this week. But GM is the biggest sports fan of all. Are you going to try to say it's Magnus because of the... I think John Fedorovich qualifies. We're always having some kind of argument about sports on Facebook or something. But I only know American players, mostly Hungarian or American. And overtly famous ones. I just don't know enough kind of random players. I'm sure there's a lot of big sports fans. Where does my queen belong in this position, actually? I don't know. No. It's John Fedorovich. It's all he thinks about is sports. All he talks about, all he thinks about, 24 hours a day. He loves sports more than chess. All right. Magnus is just another footsie fan. Everyone in Europe loves European football. He's just jumping on the bandwagon. Fedorovich. He's an old American GM. What is going on here? I can't pick up the queen. Oh, it's not the move. Okay. He's very excited now because there was a big rivalry between New York and Boston in baseball, and the Boston baseball coach got fired for this cheating scandal. So now John is like constantly putting out some sort of opinions. I don't think my queen can really get trapped here. Just yet. Right. Right is right. As I told you guys before, I hate the Fianchetto Benoni. So I don't know anything about the Mets, but he's a big Mets fan and Yankees fan, anything New York. I don't know what the deal is with Carlos Beltran. I don't know what the deal is with like hiring players to be managers. It seems like something else. You don't have to be a good player to be a manager. you know? I don't know what that's all about. I think it's just overrated, to be quite frank. The Cubs are hiring David Ross to be their manager. Like, they're talking about making Jason Varitek the manager of the Red Sox. I think it's all like kind of playing to the fans or something. You want to choose your coaches based on not on how good coaches they are, but on their popularity or something. I don't think that's going to be leading to the best results. Fedorov just likes any New York sports teams, basically. Probably some others. Did Asterbait lose on time yet? How's my dark squares? Here we have the bishops looking good. Here we have the bishops. It's a theme. Though that move may not do much. Here we have the bishops. Told you guys there was a theme. Wait, you just gave up a piece to win 2 pieces for a rook, though. Here we have the bishops again. Now, I'll admit that his knight is pretty good. You got to give him credit for that. This guy. You got to give him credit for that. Well, they're trying to be, all these coaches have to be players, like former players. Why? It has nothing to do with it. It's not the same. Coaches are coaches. They don't have to be good players. They have to be good at coaching. It's a different thing. Duh. So coaching becomes a popularity contest. Draw. First draw. I'm sorry I played knight takes c4 against Ahms. It was a bad idea. Very bad idea. Okay, so Notch Papa isn't too bad here. Now Queen A5. What happened? Queen E7. I was expecting to go for the kind of sleazy Queen H6 there. No respect for someone unsound. Just kidding. Rook E1. I don't know if that's a good move, but I don't have much time to think about it anymore, guys. Sorry for the boring play. It's not your fault, man. It's my fault. I know you're tired. I mean, I should have played B takes C. That is a boring variation, though, for both of us. It's not anyone's fault. It's both sides. I would say. If it's someone's fault. Oh, you've got Queen B4. Damn it. Damn it, Jerry. I just put my queen on C7. Alright. Someone's going to castle queenside here. But that doesn't really look safe. Oh man, this just gets worse and worse. I'm gonna have to play G4. It looks horrible. Masturbate, why not knight c3? Why would you put your knight on d2 in such a situation? You're going for here? c3 is the better square, I think, clearly. I don't think clearly, but I think that's true clearly. Thinking clearly. So these bishops, I'm not as keen about this. This player offered a draw. Now, unless he has to go, I want to play this out. I think that black is better. If you have to go, let me know with a chat or something. Otherwise, I don't really want to accept a draw there by position, based on the position. E.T. von Home. Well, all right, we've got a safe haven for the queen, I guess. Mother of Steinitz, where am I going to go here? Arsenal is defending himself, defenestrating. Rook f3. Man, where are you going to put your king anyway? Respect the Asterbate. Man, Asterbate is playing solid here. $10 minutes left, very, very much time. Sacrifice of pawn. There was no option. Speaking of sacrifices, Bauhaus just sacrificed. c6. Interesting move, knight h4. There's another one where that came from. Oh man, it's so solid. Look at this guy. Oh, it's like ridiculous. Where is my edge in this position? Rook h6 has been played. We were all expecting it, and there it is. The weirdest move ever. I don't know why I'm surprised. What? What? Knight takes e4, knight takes d5? Knight takes f2. You're speaking my language. So what's up? Here we go again. Now he got his queen to a good square. Oh, you've got knight a5? No. No time for that. That's good. What are we doing? We got to break through. Not easy. Where's the breakthrough here against the Rock of Gibraltar? Very solid, ugly stone wall. We chipped away at the stone wall, but it's still... The ruins of the stone wall are still... They're still there. Very notable. The stone wall ruins. Man, it's hard to break that stupid opening. There was this guy, the coffee house guy from my tournament. He plays the stone wall all the time, and against me, he suddenly didn't play it. He played the London system instead. So that was his respect. It's like, I'm not gonna play the stone wall attack against you. I'll play the London system. Every other game in his life, practically, he's played the stone wall attack. And I was preparing for the stone wall attack, and then came the London system. Man, what do I do? The knight on d5, it's unbelievable. Wow. That was my first opening. That horrible book by Andrew Soltis. The Stonewall Attack, or whatever it was. It's like a trashy pamphlet. Okay. We better be ready to roll when necessary. You will lose a rook. Whatever. Let's put it on the long diagonal. The Stonewall Dutch. Speaking of the Stonewall. Man, this is just annoyingly tough. G5. Because you needed another pawn move. Man, what is this? This is ridiculous. What is this position? Seriously, someone that sounds was born on another planet or something. I think we've discovered artificial intelligence from another universe. I'd like to understand the thought process of someone on sound. It'd be interesting. It's hard to predict any of his moves, but they're not bad. It's kind of weird. All right, G5. No, I mean, he completely understands the game completely differently from me. And it's hard, when you play something like that, it's very hard to necessarily anticipate what they're going to do. With most players, I can kind of anticipate what they're going to do. Here, not. Oh, this is weird and aggravating. Why is my rook on A2? Damn it. I guess I better play H4. That's a good knight. I wonder if Morales is better now. Wait. Get the knight on A5, no way to get rid of it. Damn. Might even be better. F4, trying to undermine him? Too dangerous. Now I'm seriously in trouble here. Right. We looked at this. This was our main line. Surprise. Happy birthday. Somewhat bizarre. Murales. It's a nasty thing to have to do, to defend this pawn with the bishop. I don't want to do that. Really don't want to do that. I'm just kidding. Damn, dude. I'm getting a message from someone. Masturbate is a genius. Absolute genius. Let's block our bishop out so it gets trapped. Hopefully it won't be an issue. Secret bishop. Here we go with the knights again. Knights versus bishop, the theme of the stream. Theme of the stream. Welcome, my friend, where you are. Here it comes. So you have to play c5. Very well. I was hoping you'd see it your way. g5, e4. Wow. And then I can take there. And then you've got like e3 at the end. But okay. The ultimate Benoni. Benoniist. A true Benoniist. The knight is a little close to home. It's a little too close to home, I think. Got a lot of pieces in my face. What's up next? Bishop e6, bishop f7. This is a crazy position. Black should be in trouble. Thanks everybody for playing in advance of the end of the stream. Tomorrow we will be streaming. Speaking of, no respect for my opponents. I almost play queen b7 without even thinking. But that would be a problem. All right. Very surprising decision there. I really thought that white ought to play bishop takes bishop. I think that's an error. Error. To err is human. All right. Checky. Probably not necessary. Masturbate came with the e4 now. What? You're not allowed to play that. Dude, you just spazzed out. I don't like Morales anymore. You can do that. Uh-oh. Okay, we got to be careful, actually. What I thought was impossible might be a very strong move. All right, let's take a look here. We have to be very, very careful. He took it. Chipping away at my stone wall. Trading pieces. Doesn't look like we've got much here. We won a pawn if we won it. We won it. Wait. What just happened? Bishop a6. That'll just make him play bishop f3. It's probably good for him. Maybe we should just go forward. What am I doing? Like helping him create a passed pawn, by the way? Having trouble deciding there what to do. But you saw that already. Benoniist. Professional Benoniist. What do you do? I'm a Benoniist. Alright. Very solid Uber. Uberist. Weird. Strange stuff. Yeah. Alright, I don't know. What am I doing here? You're gonna trade my bishop? I don't know what to do. Stay away. He's playing somewhat something. Acer bait has some kind of trick. Rook takes e4. Okay. And f6. Man, I saw this endgame in the last round of my tournament. It was like White had the ultimate French endgame. And almost lost. It almost cost me a prize place. I had to watch this horror show. Horror show endgame. Where inexplicably the guy with the ultimate position almost lost. It's painful to watch something like that, especially when you have something at stake, you know. Queen b5, professional Benoniist. He's all over it. Been there, done that. Knight d7 is next. All right, let's try something funky here. Oms, thank you for playing. Man, Arsenal's in big trouble. Big trouble. Pain is coming his way. Right. So no mate. No mate for us. I was wondering how I would open it up, but Jeroen did it for me. I love it when my opponents cooperate. G5 was a normal move, but I think it might have been inappropriate in that moment. What are we doing? Wow. Nothing to fear. Chess from another dimension. Dimension of sight and sound. Somewhat unsound from the Twilight Zone. I'm half tempted to play Queen f3. Oh, the blockade. Blocky, blocky. Yeah, that's not going to happen. We can't have that. It's a little like the game Morales. The Benoniest. Chance for bad bishop. I've had a few bad bishops in my time, and this looks like one of them. That's why I don't play the Fianchetto Benoni, because I don't want a freaking pawn on d5 with the bishop on g2. Basically. c5 has been played. Yeah, wow. I wasted a few tempi in this one. Morales is on the pawn. But he doesn't want to take it, clearly. Just kidding. He's only kidding. He would never take that pawn. Yes. All right, so how do you want to do this? Do we want to just traditionally blockade the pawn? Traditional style. Or spicy. I haven't been to KFC in like a million years. I never do KFC. We have KFC here, but I've never been there. And somebody's got something spicy there. On d4. Okay, so all of Imre's pieces are in the game. I've got to keep a couple tenders, chicken tenders, protected here. All right, where do we go? Back home? Just a5. How's my knight on f8 doing? You can never get mated with the knight on f8. That's what they told me. Damn, I don't know if this is a mistake, but I hope not. The ultimate Benoni-ist. This is sucking for white. Very, very badly right now. Maybe we can grovel for a draw. Oh, you had that. Master had that move. Knight takes. Everything's protected. Like magic. Okay, so we saw that, of course. I'm going to have to give it up. Give it up. Guy's a genius. All right, well, I've been talking too much, as usual. Enough messing around with you guys. I'm not going to give you anything for free. Okay, what's next? Plan. We need a plan. What, did I make a move there? Damn it. He took it. He took it? That pawn? Wait. I didn't think you could do that. The pawn. He took the poisoned pawn. How's your kingside pawn majority doing? I think I should just come back to the fold here. So what do we got? Sees everything tactically. It's unbelievable. Oh my god. Oh my god. You got to be kidding me. I have so many good moves. Just don't know where to start. Could be a mistake. Give me that rook. Right. Roan had some move. He took my pawn on b4. Can have it. You can have it, man. Alright, so we win a piece. No, we don't. We almost win a piece. Let's take this first. Just no accidents. No accidents. Took with a rook. I was surprised. I thought maybe pawn takes was more accurate. I surprised. I surprise. A big surprise. Oh yes. Oh yes. You've defended laterally with queen b5. Really? Unreal. Oh my god. I almost put my rook on b1. This is perverse. This is just perverse. I don't even have a move. I don't know. Too good for me, man. He said he was tired today. Heard that before. Yes. I guess I could have taken on b6, b7. Damn. Should have played rook takes b7 directly. Pain world. Welcome to pain world. Where everything hurts. All right. Let's just simplify. Could be interesting, but maybe not. We'll see. Okay. Okay, is there some sort of intermezzo I can play? Some kind of trick? No. Wasn't Asturbate's finest hour. Might be able to hold on there. It's like the best position I ever had against Merle Dixon. Okay, so A4. And the beat goes on. Endgame land. No. I almost traded queens. Not against Asturbate. He'll win on time. No. Not today. Not today, my friend. Wait. How about this? It's kind of a funny move. Just another draw. Oh, he didn't even take on F3. That's kind of a surprising move. Maybe he has something figured out here. Wait a minute. A7's hanging. Figured out. Yeah, I'll take that. I mean, this pawn majority is crushing. Knight D7. Now you got C6. Might have a real blockade. I gotta leave it where it is what I'm trying to say. Leave it where it is. Leave it where it is. And yes. Let's see. Shall this work? Knight takes isn't so great, but I'm going to lose a pawn otherwise. Not a lot of choices here. Did you just miss something, Celine? He has rook takes rook, queen takes rook, and rook d1. I'll have to sacrifice my queen, and I'd have rook, bishop, and pawn. Maybe I could make a draw. It was a terrible blunder by me. One of those, I saw it as soon as I made the move. It was too late. Oops. Not a good idea. The pawn majority is just a massive armada of death and destruction. Good try, Asturbate. So it's come to C6. Oh man. Alright. That's alright. That's alright. I like that it's blockaded on a dark square. I can probably do some damage here. Pick off his A pawn while I'm waiting. Ah, so frustrating. He's gonna draw me again. The pain. I just take the material. I don't think there's a mate. Yeah, we gotta hang on to that pawn. For a little while, at least. Yes. I don't know. There might be a mate there, but I'm not sure. This is a draw. Now we're talking. Queen check. Passed pawn. Just, there's a few tricks we have to work out here. No losing chances. Has been called. Wait, that knight's hanging. So he's toast. Oh my god. That's how I'm gonna lose? I just dropped my knight? Oh my god. I'm talking a lot of smack against Acerbate, against Arsenal fan in the world of pain, dude. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. Wow. Holy crap. That is so sick, dude. Brother. I knew something would go wrong. Queen b4. That's also not healthy. Classic one-move threat. Plus, he's got other nasties for me to worry about. How the heck can Notch Papa just defend everything indefinitely? Damn. Alright, it's all coming unglued now. Not today. Not today, Acerbate. I can't believe I didn't lose any games. And I'm going to lose hanging a knight against Arsenal. That is painful, man. He's going to draw me again. Merle D. D is for defense. The defensive dog. What's up with this position, by the way? Okay, I mean, I'm a pawn now. Pawn up. F4 has left the building. He's even checkmating me in the endgame. Yeah. Wow. This is getting sharp now. What just happened? Our opponent sacked a piece. Oh, I hung my rook. It's a mouse slip. Freaking mouse slip. God damn it. Another mouse slip. You will regret that. You will live to regret. Okay, this is good to remember who's last captured something, but wow, knight d5. Okay. That's a different story now. I'm sorry? What the heck? Alright, I'm going to lose on time, as always. This is just a draw. Whatever. It's really sad. I was better. I was actually better. Can you believe it? Do I really have a chance to win this position? I have no losing chances, but it's a draw, man. Alright. I guess it's a draw. What? Oh, I can do this? Is this a good move? Sees everything. Unbelievable. Seize the day. No cheap time wins. You understand? Oh man, he's got 94. I have no idea. Number of draws. Pronounced number of draws. Mertesacker just keeps getting better. Just when you don't think it's possible. Bishop f4. Okay. Arsenal sees everything. It's ridiculous. The thing is, he never makes a mistake when he has a winning position. Knight c4 was played. Wow. Holy crap. This is an unbelievable game. Black king looks shaky there. The white king. Wait, what? This is stupid, man. What am I doing? Take this. I like it on dark squares. Better than light. If I can find a way there. All right, whatever. Running out of tricks to play for. The end game. Wow. My knight's hanging. But I've got another knight. Are there any threats I can do? Rook a4 is forced. You have that. Nice. Great. So I have no defense to this move at all. One defense. Temporary. Only. Wow. What just happened? He sacked his queen? Traitor. What a game. 2 bishops. Wait, what? Must blockade. No, e3 is not going to happen. Now Arsenal's having fun. Good game. Good game. Good game. You deserved it. Careful. What's happening here? Pawn must... That's my queen, man. Leave my queen out of this. Leave my queen out of this. You found that. Am I ever allowed to have a threat or something? Wait, what? I didn't think you would do that. Save dog make a mistake? Hardly seems possible. Sneaky moves. Rook. In game. Please don't have any surprises. Prizes are okay. Surprises. That's what I said. Now, I could even lose, sadly. It is sad to imagine that, but possible. He avoided the exchange of queens there, mythically. Maximizing my chance for making some sort of hideous mistake. What's happening here? Probably a mistake. Probably queen g4 is not a good move. Check this guy out. 53 seconds left. Unbelievable. What happens if e3? You have a defense. Another defense. Alright, this guy is now officially my enemy for life. I think they go to the same club or something. These two. Oh, there's a check. Check's always good. Oh man, you had knight c6 there. Oh, then you dropped that. Yeah, it's not so easy. Didn't really have a good move. I can just take. Those bishops are just devastating. What, am I losing a pawn? Hardly my first concern here. No, no, no. No, 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 no. This is better. Check first, of course. It's mate. He's already calculated in advance. With no time. Finally, my golden opportunity. Take his rook. He saw it. Maybe he's playing for a win here. This is like beyond belief. Wow. Man, every stinking defense he finds. Wasting my time here. I should have resigned against Arsenal long ago when I hung the piece. I think this is a little optimistic by White. Optimisticush. This guy, man. All right. Time is now. Oh, you had that. Only game I'm gonna lose? Probably not. Someone on sound. Alien chess. With no time. Unbelievable. So we have to go for it. Nothing left to live for. You lost on time. What? How could you lose on time? You had plenty of time. Like a minute. And an easy position. You've got to be kidding me that you lost on time. This is a tough one. I don't really want to lose that pawn, but I might not have a choice. What are we going to do? How about mate? Can we get a mate? We're close. Speaking of mate, this is kind of scary for white. I don't know if he's enjoying this. That one game is going to haunt me forever. I've never had a perfect simul where I didn't lose. Well, I never had a perfect simul. I guess I had a simul where I didn't lose any games. Maybe. I remember now. I tend to change the past to suit my desired fantasy world. G4? We want to go for it? No. What if we go rook takes rook and G4? Yeah. Oh man, this is close. I guess we gotta have something here. I just feel it. He's letting me. Okay, so pawn takes pawn. Rook takes rook, rook takes rook. The king and pawn game is interesting, right? But not that interesting. There is an interesting move, though. He's got a rook check on G5 at the end. Stopping it. Oh my god, I almost played it. He's already seen that. That's crazy. This is probably pretty good for me, though. Determined. Determination. All right. This has got to be good for me. Possible it's a fortress. Why am I picking up my G pawn? Actually, I have a lot of interesting moves here. I wish I had more time. These games are like mirror images of each other. It's so bizarre. Can you please pass the Grey Poupon? Thanks everybody for watching and playing. We're going to be back tomorrow with Blitz and Rapid. We need as much support as we can for those morning streams. I'm streaming at 11 o'clock. European time. It is late. All right. The Mirror. Black Mirror. Parallel chess games in the same universe. Curious position. I can't believe someone's banging and working in my next door house. What time is it? It's like 9 o'clock at night on a Sunday. Okay. Rook G4 is kind of fun, but I don't think we're going to be... Whoops. Little mouse slip. Good time for it, though. If there was ever time for a mouse slip, it's now. When I'm off like a queen or something. The other game's so blocked, it's hard to hang something. That's it. That's it. We do have the B5 break. Interesting. Wait a minute. I can hang mate, like mate myself. That's good. He's in trouble here. This check looks good, actually. Please. We did lose one game, 5 draws. Still a couple left. One is over. One is clearly better, and the other is clearly better. Arsenal fan, you're going to haunt me. Could have been a perfect simul. It was such a stupid blunder against Arsenal fan. I thought he was going to capitulate the C7 pawn. And I just sort of like assumed he had to defend against the other threats. But he didn't. He just defended it. I mean, it doesn't really matter what I do here, right? Feels like a winning position. But it's not that simple. I guess I can play Queen C2 again, but the second time. It looks really strong. Look. I think we gotta do this. We gotta try something tricky. Tricky. Tricky Nicky. Okay. Must break through. This could be dangerous. But I'll take my chances. Give me... Jeez, he found another legal move. It's ridiculous. All right. I better be careful here. This isn't winning itself. D4. What do you do after D4? Slight problem. Storing up time. Yes. Luke, you are my father. Whoa. Alright. Check. Does he have some tricky stuff here? There's always tricky stuff. But I don't have a choice. Alright. I think we're winning. Maybe not. Maybe not. So you don't take the pawn. That's the answer. The antidote. But more pawns for me on the 5th rank, or whatever this is. You have that move, Master. But that's the point. What is the point? I don't know. OMG. Point is that I'm going to screw this up. Maybe not. I don't know how he's still not mated. Bishop E3. What if we played for mate? Queen B1. There's a check on G4 now. Shouldn't really matter. There's got to be an easier way to win this, though. All those pawns down there. One more move, kids. Yeah, this is considerably more complicated. His rook is babysitting that pawn on G3. What happened? Okay. Check. Just checking. I'm just checking. Then he'll have this nasty, nasty secret move at the end. He's going to sack the exchange. Oh my god. Are you joking? Okay, let him sack the exchange. What a game. Babyously babysitting. He didn't sack the exchange. He had to. Rook h4, come on. I mean, I guess you could do like rook h4 yourself now. Actually, he had a lot of checks. You know, queen c3 check. King h7, maybe some queen e5 move. I don't know. His king would have the g3 square to run out and get mated. It's not that simple. Thank you guys all for the games. Thanks for subscribing and taking part in the stream. Mr. Coffee, very generous donations this week. Coach HTFP, Oms on Twitch, Texas. WJ Loof, thanks everybody for supporting the stream. This week we'll have a normal schedule. Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. CET. Right, the whole point was that he had that move. Okay, it's getting like the Twilight Zone now with this guy. I mean, what's his ratings again? 1500 in rapid, 1500. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I completely missed this move. I might even be like losing or something. It's like the move from hell. Maybe I'm not losing. Maybe I am. I mean, this is insane. Where did he get this? I don't know. I always had the weirdest games. Sacker and someone on sound. Well, I know someone on sound. But every game I have with Sacker, it's the weirdest, bizarre struggle. Now it's the last game, of course. No, we've got two. But I'm foreshadowing. It's over now. I mean, there's no way, famous last words, but there's no way he can survive this. Maybe there is. King E3. I mean, what just happened? A5. As I said, it's some sort of Twilight Zone episode. What would have happened if I had played King B3? King B3, A5, C4, A6, C3, B7. Okay. He's trying to get out and about. You've got Bishop D2. Oh my god. Holy shit. Well, in that case, I have to like trade queens. I might not even be winning. This is insane. How can you survive this position? Can I sack the exchange? I can take on B2 check. Still don't know what that does. It defends B3. I see. Alright. Probably that's gonna do it. What about Rook A2? Here? For my opponent? Are you saving that? No, it's too late. I thought you had to play bishop d2. But I would play queen d2. And then queen d2, rook c2, winning. So this is his only move. But he has no check. Yeah, it's just over. Okay. It's mate. No, bishop d2, queen d2, queen d2, rook c2 resigns. I think it's over. It's gotta be over. Maybe we can look at that after. I mean, this is the most embarrassing game of all time. Obviously, I had like no losing chances. Now he just plays a7. Not quite sure about that one. But I think he probably had a better move instead of a7. I mean, clearly he can try checking me again. Rook e2 check, king d3. Shouldn't that be a win for white? He found the only way to lose. A good result overall. 19 wins, 5 draws, 1 loss. Maybe playing in a tournament helped me. That's interesting. My best simul result in a long time is after a week of playing in a tournament. Yeah, he's winning. This is actually my blunder, although it's very hard. Yeah, I had to play here. No, this is logical. I have to play this. And a5, I have to play king d5 and pick up the pawns. It was a really catastrophic mistake. I have no losing chances. I might even be winning. That monstrous pass pawn on g3 and another one. The engine has some line, that's a draw. But I mean, I was lost. So here, there's no defense. Rook d3 immediately. Okay, the computer says I can still play rook b7. It's not too late to draw with rook b7. Now I'm lost. Yeah, he just has rook a2. Yeah, it's over. Anyway, not a good finish, but I mean, it was a good finish, but it was lucky. Anyway, guys, next month I'm playing another tournament. Are those tournament live? I don't know. The last time this organizer did a tournament, he didn't broadcast the games live. That doesn't mean that this one won't be. But I'll let you guys know about it. And Yeah, it'll be in the middle of the month, like the 13th or something of February, for 9 days. Good simul, guys. Thanks for playing. Thank you. Arsenal fans sort of stole someone on Sound's win there. Thanks, Mr. Coffee, for being a moderator. Thank you guys for subscribing. I need all the support we can get here to keep the stream going. So again, please donate some bits and subscriptions to keep the stream moving. A little bit of funding can go a long way. So I appreciate it, guys. We'll be back on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday this week. I'll talk to you later. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Well played. Thanks, guys. See you later.